impetus was similar to what you saw in the poll results. We're a small agency with a small staff. It was difficult for us with 5 people managing 6 offices over 1,100 miles of coast to stay on top of the upgrades. We just continued to fall behind, which was beginning to affect operations. We were struggling to deal with all that comes with running an agency, cybersecurity, all the other things that come along. And so we were looking at that, the impact on resources, the availability of that. We were kind of constrained in how we could move things forward. For instance, launching a public portal for allowing public access to our data because we were just on an older platform. I think we're on 7.3.5, but by the time we actually did the migration. So that was a real driver for us, was to kind of make that change and get off that train of always being behind the ball and to try to free up some resources. The process that we did really followed what Jim outlined. They worked with our team to do the assessment, come up with a game plan, schedule, and the key points that we needed to hit as we were going throughout. And then throughout, we worked regularly checking in on the status of things, where there were questions or issues to be resolved. The Cella team worked with us. We did have the Cella team do migration of some of our key reports that our staff use for a variety of purposes. We have a number of templates of reports, things that we send out to the public. And they worked with us to convert. We were in an Oracle database backend. Moving to the cloud required us to go to Microsoft SQL. So that conversion, had to take place, and the Cella team handled that for us, which was great because none of us speak SQL. So that was a bonus to be able to get that done. And then we tested and deployed, made adjustments prior to go live, and that process generally worked really well. Since we've migrated, there's already been releases that have been taken care of. That's not something our team has had to manage, and that's been terrific. Have a stable platform, a new user interface that is simplified for user integration and navigation inside the system for us was a huge benefit. Our staff really have appreciated that from the old V360 interface to the new Oxygen interface was a big deal. Just the usability became much more intuitive, which helps reduce the training needed. Fortunately, wasn't bad for existing users. Once we kind of showed them what this now looked like, they were like, I see how to make this work. And so that was a huge benefit. It's freed up a lot of my time and other staff's time that we were spending on, trying to keep system up to date and doing different things. That's just made that available. And then we've been able to really push forward on the development of, as I mentioned before, a public data portal. Now that we're on a version that's totally supported, we've been working to configure that. We hope to be releasing that soon.